I love music.
Yes.
You know why? You want me to tell you why?
Yes.
When you cannot get an affirmation coming, when you can't get a prayer, when life seems so far away from you and you feel alone, a song will lift you up.
That's true.
And Jamie Lula, you've had him here, right?
Yes.
He's a great songwriter and artist in his own right. He said to me one time, we were visiting the Maharishi University in Iowa, and he said a song is like a prayer, twice prayed. So when you can't find the words for your prayer, when you can't find something to lift you, you can lean in. You can listen to Laura. Do you have your music out here? Okay. You want to take her home. Give her some more love. Absolutely. So today is about me speaking with you, and thank you for inviting me back. I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy to be here with you again today. Manifestation, that's a big thing for me. I love it. I love teaching it. And it came to me, this whole idea about manifestation came to me to create a class, and the class name came like that, called Plenty to Spare, Plenty to Share. Its idea was that we live in a world of plenitude. How come we don't know that? We don't know it because we don't have the experience of it. So, two things about that. One, it's the second level of consciousness that Reverend Michael teaches. He teaches 4 stages of consciousness. The first stage being the victim stage. We're very familiar with that, are we not? Are we not?
Yeah.
Be honest. Yes. Sometimes we feel very powerful over here at work and very victimized over here by somebody in our family who just doesn't appreciate it. So we swing back and forth between the stages of consciousness, victim being the first level. It's a low level. It's one where we think that something outside of us can control us and has influence over our lives. That could not be further from the truth. But the belief inside of you makes it so for you. But it's not an absolute truth. So moving into the second stage of consciousness, that's where we become aware of what is spiritually true. We start studying. Or, for some people, there's no studying. They just, in meditation, on their own, it bubbles up into their awareness. And they begin to sit and feel it. It's an understanding that we live in a universe that is lawful, not out of control, full of chaos, with all kinds of things. A meteor is about to hit us, an asteroid, and wipe us out. And just hold on, we hope it doesn't happen during our lifetime. And it's not a chaotic world, it's a very ordered world. And when we pay attention to it, we see the order. We see the seasons kind, not so much in here in Southern California, although this looks like a chilly season that we've been in for quite a while. We also see the leaves come and go. We see the clouds form and the clouds disappear. There's an order that's happening. There is a time, a season. In the book of Ecclesiastics, you see for everything under the sun, there's a season, there's a time for planting, a time for harvesting. You see within your own being, your own experience, there's an order. You breathe out, but if you just breathe out, you're going to keel over. There's an order that says you have to take a breath in. And you can't just breathe in and breathe in and breathe in. You also have to breathe out. And there's an order to other life that's here on this planet. For example, all of the plants give us what we need when we breathe in. And we breathe out what the plants need when we breathe out. The oxygen we take in, the carbon dioxide we release, and the plants love it. They really do. So we begin to look around, and years ago, when people like Emerson and those guys who were more transcendentalists began to observe the order And actually before that, there's an order in the stars, and those were being observed. So we live in a friendly universe because it's ordered, and its design is divine to support life, support us. So if that's true, why is it that we don't feel supported when it comes to prosperity and abundance? And abundance is all around, right? If I gave each of you an apple seed, can you count the number of apples that will come from that one seed? No, you can't. Can you count the pebbles on the beach? No. The leaves on the trees? No. But all around us, we get to understand that there's abundance. So I began to look at how can we make that more real for us, and that's when the idea of plenty to spare and plenty to share. Following that, as I'm teaching these principles about the order of the universe and getting with the order, getting in alignment with the order, because you can't be out of order yourself, you understand? You got to be aligned with something. And usually it's aligned with what's going through your head, which is out of order often. Not aligned with anything. It's chaotic, full of assumptions. You look at something, you make assumptions. Oh, my friend who just walked past me and looked down, she must not have liked that I didn't call her back. We assume and make up stuff. Yes. Unfortunately, it's a two-edged sword. It's good to make up stuff because we can use that and become very creative and we can have beautiful song and beautiful music. But then we can make up stuff that just is not true. Right. And there's no way it's going to be true. Right. But it'll come true for us. Yes. Because we have that power that we align with that brings something into a physical state of manifestation, because that's the law. That's how it works. So taking this idea of manifestation, I began to wonder, why is it we don't align? And up it came. Because we take ourselves out. We take ourselves out of the game. We are too full of ourselves. And we think we know better, and no higher power can know better for us. I know what I want when I want it, and I know it's got to come on this time. I cannot trust God to bring it to me the time I need it. We do that all the time. Yes. We substitute our small, pinpoint-minded knowingness for God. You heard that term, ego means edging God out. We do that all the time. And yet, the power that creates worlds and universes and novas and supernovas and galaxies, that power, we could align with that and imagine what could happen. Well, we get so full of ourselves, we kick that power to the side. I know what I need when I need it. And I can't just sit around waiting with my arms crossed. I better do something. We get real busy because we think the busyness and the doing something is making something happen. So it occurred to me that we abandon God, not the other way around. Right. And this is how the oath came to me for this class. It was an oath, a promise, a vow to stay the course no matter what. Stay the course with what? Ideas that come through us are really not our own. We're being used of the Spirit. It comes from somewhere. Right, Laura? When you're writing, how many people are creative in here? We all are to a certain extent. You don't just think, let me just logically figure out how to create. No. Just something pops. Oh yeah, this will work. It's coming from a larger space. It's coming from the mind of God. Because we are created, we are emanations of this Spirit. And since we're emanations of it, we have the same qualities, the same faculties of it. Not as powerful as it, but we have in microcosm the same stuff. And so when things come through us, we can either be closed or open and available to what is seeking to come and emerge into expression like a song, like a painting, like words. Everything is created and it comes through us, to us. And our job is to be open and available. Open manifestation. That's why I put in there unexpected.
Yes.
You get that?
Yes.
Somebody said, well, why can't we just expect good? That's more positive. Because your little mind starts expecting from a little place. And the power that creates universes, it can't fit into that little space.
Right.
It's too infinite.
Yes.
And it's too finite. The other thing is, when we look at and observe the universe, we see it's always evolving, always expanding. So what happened last time, last year, that's in the dust, because it's moving forward. It's a progressive, expanding universe. So something new is going to come through, but you can only imagine what already happened. You get that?
Yes.
So it has to be unexpected good, coming in unexpected ways, from unexpected places. You can call the thing that you would like that's coming through you. It could be money. It could be love. It could be anything. A new offer, lots of offers. An unexpected surprise. Surprise me. And so the term unexpected is very deliberate and very much in alignment with the progressive, expanding, never before universe. And those, and I see Gina here, stand up, Gina, so they might want to ask you later. Gina is one of the students in the original class, and she liked it so much she would come back 2 and 3 times for her partner. Because it was never the same class. You come with a different consciousness each time. So you're going to expand from where you start. Each time you enter, you're going to enter in a new starting place and you will expand. So if you want to keep expanding, you keep growing. You don't just stop, cross your legs, been there, done that. No, you haven't been there and done that. And you're never done. It's never one and done. And then the other practitioners here, they have been facilitators with me. Stand up so they can see you guys in the Plenty to Spare class. They have worked directly with small groups in manifestation. They have manifested their self. And Muriel, stand up. How many days? She started a group with how many people?
We started with 5.
5 people. Yeah. When the oath was first published in November of 2014 for Agape's anniversary month, she put together a group of 5. That group grew to over 100 people from all across the United States. And how many days?
572.
572 days of being on a conference call in the morning with a group of people. They do prayer work and they do the oath. Somebody reads the oath. They mute themselves, so one person is guiding it, but they all are saying it. That brings me to one of the keys that you need to know. We live in a field. It looks like we're separated and disconnected. We are not. We are really not. Heart math tells us that, but they're not the only ones. Lots of people tell us that. We're connected. These are invisible connections. Greg Braden talks about the divine matrix, which is why prayer works. Right here, I can pray for somebody on the East Coast, and right there, it's received.
Yes.
And once connected, always connected. So the field is important for you to know. You do not do this alone. Not alone at all. Doesn't that feel good?
Yes.
There's a power that backs you up,
Yes.
goes before you, and brings you into alignment with itself, which is the desire that is placed within you. You have to stay the course. Now, why is it you don't want to pay attention to the circumstances around you? Let's say your bank account went into a deficit. minus. What does that matter to the universe? What does it mean to God? Absolutely nothing. What does it mean to you? You might mean nervousness. You might beat up on yourself. You might criticize yourself, cut yourself down, put yourself down. It actually means nothing. But if you want to give it a meaning, it just says, here's an opportunity for you to bring in more abundance. Let it mean that. But don't let it have any other kind of frequency vibration, because that doesn't support an expansion. It supports a contraction. In fact, you won't even tell anybody. You try not to tell yourself. So you're contracting. But the old says, unexpected money, unexpected abundance. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me because it's already around me. I see it everywhere I look. Every experience I have, it's in natural order. It's in natural state. I align with it. So my acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in.
Yes, yes.
Because this is a manifest world that we live in.
Yes.
We came here to manifest. The Spirit is manifesting the trees, the oceans, all that's in the ocean. It's a manifest world. We should be manifesting.
Yes.
You got that?
Yes.
And we look for those opportunities to be available to the Spirit so the Spirit can use us to manifest. Now, all of this, the keys, understanding that you live in a field, you're not alone, and that you're manifesting really the desire that has been placed in you. So you must have help with that desire. You actually have what I call a silent partner. We talk about that in class. A wonderful writing by Ernest Holmes talks about your silent partner. You and God. You're an enterprise.
Yes.
Wherever you place your attention, there God is active. The law is active. So you place your attention on have not, then you will have not. You place your attention on I'm open and available to more abundance and more prosperity than I've ever experienced before. You have. And you have it the moment you claim it.
Yes, it is.
Declare it.
Yes.
And feel it.
Yes.
You have it. And manifestation is the fallout from that. You got it?
Yes.
Yes.
So everything that's going on in your life is fallout from a previously held thought or belief and feeling associated with that. Think about that. Which is why, a long time ago, I remember thinking, well, what's appearing has no information for me. Because I begin to realize that what appears comes from what was thought of, conceived. There's a spiritual principle that I love. I tell my students, write this down or type it out. Put it in your wallet. It'll be more valuable than any amount of money you can ever have in your wallet or your bank account. And that is this. What you are seeking is seeking you. That takes the energy out. You're not struggling. The reason I seek this is the desire comes to me, through me. I'm the guardian of it. I've been entrusted to bring it forward. And it seeks me. So I'm going to be placed in situations where suddenly I get a phone call, hey, I've got an apartment for you. Synchronicity pops in all over. Some people call that coincidence and toss it out as not significant. What could be the worst thing you could do? I don't know an insignificant God power that creates universes. I only know this power. And this power backs me up because everything that I'm about is from it. So I'm not worried at all. In fact, I need never worry again. And you can add your own things to it. You can add your own unexpected, whatever it is. We just threw some in there. So one of the keys is you're supported. You live in a field that supports you. You live in this manifest world, which is natural state is abundance and prosperity. You are a direct emanation from the Spirit. You must be abundant and prosperous. And it doesn't mean money. Money can be a part of it. But I know so many people, and I just, a month ago I was in Costa Rica, I'd ridden there. And this guy is like, a multi-millionaire, billionaire. He was not happy until he found a desire that could fulfill his life and his purpose. And he says that clearly. So I had private planes, I could do this, I could do that. It was not my joy, it was not my happiness just to make money, it was not my passion. What it is living on purpose, a purposeful life. And you can be passionate about that life, whatever it is, because it comes to you. You've been entrusted, and you either toss it aside or you take it on. I take the oath, I take the vow, I stay the course. I will not abandon you, Spirit of the living God. Count on me. You say that to God.
Yes.
Instead of begging God to please come help you, you count on God. You tell God, here I am.
Yes.
Yours. Use me. Here I'll stay and here I'll abide, and I will not be fooled by circumstances or situation or people's attitude.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes.
Just because they got a tude, I just kick it out. It means nothing to the Spirit, so why should it mean anything to me? We give meaning to things that take us off course.
Yes.
Stop your meaning making.
Yes.
So another key is you have to challenge your beliefs, your thoughts and your opinions. Is this true, or is this something I made up, or something somebody else made up and passed it along to me? Along with that, you have to clean house. Do you clean your house?
Yes.
You take out the trash
Yes.
every day?
Yes.
There's some trash in your house.
Yes.
Consciousness is your house. You have some uninvited guests in there.
Yes.
Some belief systems, some assumptions, and some opinions that don't belong to you because they don't emanate from the Spirit of the living God.
Right.
They get in there and they sit. Some have been sitting for years in the corners and corridors of your mind, your consciousness. You get to clean those out, and you get to evict them, and you don't need a 3-day notice. You cannot stay here because you have the power to do that. Why? Because I pledge to the Spirit of the living God that I will not abandon you, and I will clean house. I will clean my consciousness so that there's nothing that interferes with the pure state of desire that wants to manifest and express through me.
Yes.
I am here, Spirit, for you,
Yes.
for this manifestation to take place. So you're not just claiming yourself, the self-made man or self-made woman. There's no such thing. That's the little self.
Right.
But there is the God-man, the Spirit-man person. So what you're seeking is seeking you. You're going to clear your consciousness. You're going to get rid of and evict all the stuff that is unlike who you really are. You're going to accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to you. Along those lines, how many people have bills? Do people like bills in general?
In general.
Answer honestly. No. We don't like them. Why? Because we made them mean something. What have we made them mean?
Lack. Lack.
Lack. Something has come in the mail or the email to take something from me.
Yes.
I'm going to have less, right?
Right.
You've got to reframe that.
Yes.
What are bills really?
A gift.
Gifts. But more than gifts, they're declarations and statements that someone trusted you and gave you a service, a of electricity and your refrigerator's running, your cell phone got charged up. Are you not happy that you had this service?
Yes. Yes.
Then you gladly pay a value of appreciation.
Yes.
I'm showing gratitude. I'm sending forth. I appreciate that I had this service, so my standard of living was up here, because there are people in this world who do not have electricity. Your bills are your statements, your declarations. That something has been received by you. Not that something's come to take from you.
Yes.
This is the law of circulation. You want to circulate what you have, because money and the payment of bills is now a gift of appreciation. Thank you for this. I like having my electricity. Every time I go in my refrigerator, I think about like something cold in there is nice.
Yes.
My food is not spoiling in the freezer.
Right.
Recalibrate, reshape, and see the bills, the statements, the benefits you have received, and watch your life turn around. You'll be begging for those bills. Because you have so much value of appreciation, you just be paying them off right and left, and more keeps coming, because you're not holding on, you're not stagnant, you're in line, in league with the natural state of law that says circulation must happen. I'm breathing out, I'm breathing in, I receive, and I give back, and I give forth. I receive the benefit, and I give forth. This is a value of appreciation I'm showing you every time I write a check. In fact, I have it printed just above my signature. In joy I have received, and I gladly give.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Recalibrate your relationship to money
That's right.
and to bills.
Yes.
I think my time is up. I could go on. I'll stop. But you get it.
Yes.
Take some things with you and really activate them. Stay the course no matter what. Don't worry about the circumstances. I have so many stories to tell you, but I can't.
Next time.
Next time. Okay, a part two. So, you get the idea. You are in line, you're in league, everything is for you, you live in an abundant universe. You are open to receive it, because it's floating around looking for an opening. And if you're not the opening, somebody else will be the opening. There will be an opening, because there will be a manifestation. This is a manifest world and a manifest God, and I'm so grateful to be here to tell you this.
Yes.
We're going to take this now into prayer. I'm going to do a quick prayer. And then I'm going to move into our opportunity to participate in the natural state of circulation. And so in this moment, as we turn within, I am so grateful to be here, so grateful to acknowledge the Spirit of the living God as my very life, as your life, as life itself, everywhere present. So very grateful to know that the truth will set us free indeed. We will not be hammered. We will not be handcuffed. We will not be incarcerated inside of an old belief that is not true, that's falsehood. We free ourselves now in this moment because we showed up. Something gathered us here. Is the power and the presence of the living God that gathered us here, that we may receive a message, that we may become expansive and expressive beings, available, more available for more of God to express in this moment. And so I bless each and every person here. You are forever changed, and you are so very available to the Spirit of the living God that lives inside of you. This and so much more, I am just in gratitude. And I let it be so. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen. Amen. Let's invite the ushers to come forward now.